Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday, guys. Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. Welcome in. Everybody watching on the Book of Faces. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Say. Oh, my mic is going down, y'all. All right. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Flourish, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart, me friend. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for coming in. Truly appreciate you. So it's Saving with Grace Wednesday, you guys. We are going to be talking about saving. Your saving should match your season that you're in. Okay. So that is what we're going to talk about tonight. Is your savings matching the season that you're in? Okay. So we're going to talk about the different seasons and making sure that your savings is going to match it. Okay. And so truly appreciate everyone for being here. Welcome in, welcome in. Just trying to see if some more people would join the live. And welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Let me know how your Wednesday is going. Let me know how your Wednesday is going. I'm glad the day is over. It's the middle of the week, y'all. We almost at Friday, right? We almost at Friday. Yes, I'm so super excited about that. But I'm going to see if some more people will come into the room. Thank you so much. So put it in the chat. Let me know. Hello, Amir. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys? Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. So welcome in. Welcome in. Truly appreciate you for being here watching on the YT. Thank you so much for watching on the YT. Let me know where you are watching me from. Rose, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Hello, 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 hello. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Wednesday. Let me know how your Wednesday is going. I will say that mine was productive. It's been a productive Wednesday for sure. For sure, for sure. Let me know how your Wednesday. We're almost at the middle of the week, y'all. Okay. Almost at the middle of the week. And that's a good thing. So let me know how you're doing on this Wednesday evening. If you guys could tap out the live and share it out, it would be greatly appreciated. Let's get it to 10K taps on the YT. Let's get it to 10K taps, you guys, in the first 10 minutes. So, our room could be pushed out a little bit more. But let me know how you're doing on this Wednesday evening. Truly appreciate everyone for being here and watching me live. Let me know what city you're from, or let me know if you're new to my channel or my lives. Put new in the chat. If you're new to watching me, let me know. I've noticed that I had a lot of new people. The Dr. O method. Welcome in. Welcome in. So, again, we're going to talk about your savings should match your season that you're in. Okay. We're definitely going to talk about savings. Tonight is saving with grace. So, we talk about all things saving. So, we definitely will be talking about it. For all the new people that are here, my name is Janine. I am a Christian financial coach. So I talk about all things personal finances with God in the center. And I help moms get on a budget, save money, and get out of debt. So if that's something that you're interested in, you are on the right line. We usually talk about different personal finance topics, saving money, getting out of debt, and getting on a budget. So tonight's topic we will talk about is your savings should match your season. Okay, so make sure that you got your pen and paper and your notes together. Uh, Cl- Timba, Timby, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for liking out the live. So, again, you guys, we're going to talk about your savings, natural tip. Welcome in, welcome in. Your money strategy has to match your life season. Okay. When it comes down to your money strategies, naturally, Tiff, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much for liking out the live. And if you can share out the live, thank you so much. Remember, thank you. You're welcome. Remember that your season that you're in, right? We there's different seasons, you guys. Thank you so much for the repost, friend. Thank you so much for coming in and doing the thing. Remember, our seasons change, right? Some seasons are harder than others. So whatever season that you're in, your savings should match that. Okay. So we are definitely going to talk about it tonight. Naturally, Tiff, thank you so much for the hand heart, friend. Truly appreciate you. Thank you for becoming the title gifter of the hand hearts. Truly appreciate you. And the donuts coming in, lighting up the gallery. Oh, the head mustache. Thank you, friend. Sunshine, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you so much, Nasrisha, for just coming in and doing all the things as a live host. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate you, friend. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. God bless you. God bless you as well. Thank you so much for coming in and doing all the things. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. That's so cool. Man, thank you so much for coming in. Sunshine, welcome in. Welcome in. You come in and doing the things. Truly appreciate you, friend. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Rose, welcome in. Welcome in. I love the little interactive gifts on here, y'all. It tickles me so much. Oh my gosh. Truly appreciate you coming in and doing the things. Thank you so much for the donuts. Thank you for the tips. Absolutely. I'm about to say, what tips did I? Oh, this is the cake. Oh my gosh, the Valentine cake. Thank you so much. That's your tip. I'm about to say, what tips did I give you? Arriving Patricia. I'm ready for my season. Sunshine, you ready for your season, friend? Okay, yes. Yes, I'm ready. Listen, we are highly favored. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm about to say, I don't know what tips I gave, but hopefully it was good ones. Naturally, tip for coming in, doing the things. I truly appreciate you. Your savings should match. Your savings should match your season. Yes, your savings should definitely match your season. And definitely for sure. I'm about to say, wait, what tips did I give already? Oh yeah, but yes, your savings should definitely match your season that you're in. So um, truly appreciate you for just coming in and doing it. It's like as live host, man, I'm just like, it's like off topic. Because when people come into the room, especially on TTR, it's different on YT and the Book of Faces. But when you come in and kind of just like know what to do, like us as live hosts, we just appreciate it so much more. But I appreciate everyone coming in the room. But truly appreciate you. So yeah, tonight that's what we're going to talk about, you guys. Saving. So tonight was saving with grace. Okay. So you guys know that I usually start for all the new people that are here. I usually start with a couple engagement questions, and then I have 3 points that I usually talk about and a prayer at the end. So make sure, a lot of people love the prayer at the end. So make sure that you stay and look out for the prayer. So the first question, you guys, is what season are you in right now when it comes to your money? Are you rebuilding? Are you growing? Are you surviving? Or are you thriving? So it's 4 different seasons, y'all. What season are you in? Are you rebuilding, right? You may be in the rebuilding season. I'm rebuilding some things. Are you growing? Like, you know what? I'm growing. Things are, growing in reference to your finances. Maybe you got to raise different things like that. Are you surviving? Like, girl, I'm just surviving out here. I'm just surviving. You rebuilding? Nice. Or are you thriving? Like, listen, I'm thriving out here. Listen, what season are you in? Nice, rebuilding. I would say for me personally, what season am I in? I'm in the rebuilding. Oh, sunshine. You said rebuilding. Okay. Like these rebuilding ones. I'm in the growing. Right? I think I'm in the growing, y'all. Like I'm in the growing. I definitely can say that I'm definitely in the growing. Maybe could I say I'm in the rebuilding too? Love it. Yes. I'm trying to, y'all, trying to stay consistent and everything. But okay. Okay. So this is my next question, you guys. Keep growing. Yes, we all. I'm trying to. We're gonna definitely keep growing and not give up doing the times where it's like, oh, you're tired, different things like that. Next question. Are you consistently saving? Or are you saving consistently or randomly? Put it in the chat. Are you saving consistently or randomly? Let me know. Let me know. I will say, y'all, I'm saving consistently. I will say I'm saving consistently. Let me know what are you saving your coins consistently? Consistency. Okay, nice. Love it. We love the consistency over here. Now, it is okay if you say, girl, right now I'm saving randomly. Okay. That is okay. And that's why this, to the title, right? And that what we're talking about is it depends on the season that you're in. Consistently, nice. Love it. We love the consistency over here. Now, that can sometimes be hard too as well. But if you are like, what, Janine, oh, well, if you are in a season where you're saving randomly, that's okay. Because it's just been maybe the season that you're in. But remember, seasons are ebbs and flows. It's different ones. You may be in one season and then you come out and you be in another one. So it is okay. And there are moments in life where it's like randomly I'm saving because right now I can't do it right now. So give yourself grace when it comes down to the different type of seasons that you're in when it comes down to your money. Okay. So next question, you guys, do you feel financially behind? Do you feel financially behind? When you think about your personal finances, Sean, welcome in, welcome in. Yes, I understand. When you think about your personal finances, do you feel like you're behind? Like, dang, man, I should be saving more. I should have more in my emergency fund. I should have all of the things. I should be, I am tired. I am tired. I'm in my surviving season. Oh, you're in your surviving season, Rose. Yes, yes. Oh, so y'all do feel like y'all financially behind. Listen, I get it. I think we all have a level of feeling that way. Maybe for comparison, maybe you're like, sometimes people say, well, by the time I'm a certain age, I should have this, or by the time I reach this accomplishment, I should have this. Yes, always something coming up. Yes, and that's life, right? That's life. Something always is coming up. But here's what I definitely am going to say to everybody on here: you give yourself grace. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. We are not behind, but the one thing is to always, our goal is, let's see, I got a flash goal already. Oh, 3 roses, and we definitely can reach that. If you guys want to help me out with my flash goal, and it's 1 rose per person. Thank you so much. I knew we was definitely going to get that 1 rose per person. So we are at 2. Thank you so much. We reached the goal. Truly appreciate everyone helping out for the rules. Thank you so much. Yep. So yeah, and again, it's so easy to compare, you guys. I know it's so easy to compare, like financially, we should be further than we are. But here's one of the things that I want to just encourage you to is wherever you feel like you are not, like you feel like you're behind, one of the things is, number one, write some goals out that you have for 2026. But number two, if you could just be 1% better than you were yesterday, right? You can't compare yourself and your journey to anybody else. And I know it's easier said than done, but try to think of things when you are, when you're like 1% better than what you are or where you are. So think of that. And also too, you guys, you know how I say it, give yourself grace, right? Give yourself grace. Everybody is in a different season. Definitely. Everybody's in a different season. Hello, hello, hello. Hola, welcome in on the YT. Yes, 1% totally counts. Hey, Leandra. Hey, Lee. Welcome in, Lee. Welcome in. Truly appreciate you for being here. Hey, friend. Hope you are doing well. So question number 4, are you focused more on debt or saving right now? Put it in the chat. What do you focus on? Are you focused more on the debt or you focus on the saving? I will say personally, y'all, I am focused on my debt. Okay. Listen, King of California, welcome in. Debt. Leandra, you said debt, friend. Okay. Listen, I get it. You said we want to focus on this debt. Yes. So am I, y'all. Your girl wants to tackle her debt, definitely, for sure. Okay. And now here's the question too. Is like, a lot of people ask, well, can you save and pay off debt at the same time? You can, right? But I will say my survival season needs to go fast because I'm ready to build. Oh, Rose, I know. I've been in a survival season, friend. I have been there. And I know this is a very hard season because you're barely hanging on, right? You're barely hanging on. Clinty, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Oh gosh, finally. I know. I know, Clinty. I know. Finally, you're here, friend. Truly appreciate it. And you came in just in the nick of time. You came in when it's about to get good. Okay. We are talking about savings. Your savings should match your season you're in. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. And we were, the question that I was asking right now is, are you focused more on debt or savings right now? And, put it in the chat. I said that I am personally focusing on my debt, y'all, because I am determined to pay these 2 credit cards off that I have. And I really am just really trying to tackle the debt, y'all. Your girl's just trying to tackle the debt. So another thing that I was going to say was, people ask me all the time, can you save and pay off debt at the same time? You can, right? But here's what I would suggest. One of the things, and I tell this to my clients all the time, you guys, one thing that I always say, before you tackle any debt, you need to have an emergency fund. Now, again, when we talk about emergency fund, if it's a small one, right? If it's $1,000 or if it's $1,500, the first thing I'm gonna say is you need to save some money before you tackle debt. Okay, because one of the things is, if it's not if life is going to happen, life is going to happen is basically when. Okay, so if you don't have any type of cushion, right? And I say this all the time, you need to have a cushion between you and life. If you don't have any type of cushion, you're going to constantly be in the cycle of swiping the credit cards, and that's not what we want to do. So, to answer the question, can I save and pay off debt at the same time? Yes, I do believe in, when I talk about a budget, paying yourself first. So I do believe that you should be paying yourself first and putting something towards, sorry, y'all, my nose is itching, towards your high yield savings account or your savings account. Now, it doesn't have to be a big amount. You definitely need to have a cushion, you guys. But I will say majority of the money, of your extra money, should be going to debt if that is your focus, right? I will say that. And then again, I will say, trying to do all of the things at one time is not helpful either, right? So if you can, again, make sure that you are paying yourself first, giving, doing an automatic, transfer maybe from your checking account to your savings account, and then really tackling the debt. Okay. So last question, if something happened tomorrow, how many months could you survive? Oh, this is a good question, y'all. If something happened tomorrow, how many months could you survive? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Love that. Yes. Let me know. I don't know why my nose is itching, y'all. Let me know, how many months could you survive? Ooh, Rose said 0. Zero, friend. You said zero. Ooh. Okay, you said zero. Let me know in the chat, you guys, how many months can you survive if something happened? If something happened today or tomorrow, could you survive? How many months? Is it zero? Is it like, girl, no, I couldn't even say survive a week or two. Let me know. I will say, if something happened today or tomorrow, I say, ooh, Clinton, you said 6, friend. Whoa. Love that. He said, listen, I could survive 6. Okay. Where's my sound effects? Love that. Okay, you said 6. Okay, definitely love that. Now, I will say your girl probably can't survive 6 months, okay? But I definitely, Deshaun, welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. Truly appreciate it. Now, here's what I'll say. I will say I probably could survive. Let me see, y'all. I probably could survive maybe 2 to 3 months. I would say your girl probably could survive 2 to 3 months, but it would be tight. Okay. It definitely would be tight. The question to Sean is if something happened tomorrow, we're talking about savings tonight. Sarah, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. The question was if something happened tomorrow, how many months could you survive? Tight like the leather pants. Yes. So that was the question. And, some people said 0, some people said 6. They could survive 6 months. Kudos. I said, your girl probably could survive a good 2 to 3. 2 to 3. But man, that means I'm in survival mode, y'all. I'm cutting everything out and just paying the bills and the utilities. Listen, we eating ramen noodles, y'all. Okay. If something happened today or tomorrow with our jobs, listen, we definitely eating ramen noodles and we just gonna make sure that this mortgage is paid and the lights are on. Okay. That's what we doing. We not driving nowhere. We not going nowhere. I personally can probably survive 5 months. I had to sell my I had to sell my car though. Oh, you say, listen, I gotta sell my car. Listen, thank God I probably wouldn't have to sell my car, but we definitely would be we be oozing up, okay? And we would just be paying these mortgages and utilities, making sure that got paid. Jenny, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. We on the bare bones budget. That's what I talk about. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart meet emergency fund. Yes, this is when emergency fund kicks in and your emergency. Hello, love. Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. This is when all the stuff that I'm saying, save your money, put a little. This is when all that stuff kick in. But your girl will be doing something, okay? I'm just getting off that 8-month leave. Hello, everyone. Hello. And the question is, Janina, we asking if something had Kings of California, welcome in, welcome in. If something happened tomorrow, boss lady, welcome in, welcome in. How many months could you survive? That's what we're talking about now. And yes, listen, when you in the survival mode and something happened today or tomorrow with your job, listen, I said your girl will be out there with her car, Uber Eats in it, like I'll be Instacart, like we gonna bring some money in somehow, some way, okay? And so this is with the bare bones budget. We just making sure that we pay the mortgage and keep the lights on. Okay, so put it in the chat if you want to put in how many months would you be able to survive if something happened today or tomorrow. I'll be flipping burgers. Listen, okay, we go. Listen, having more coaching calls. Yes, I would be out there like, listen, definitely. I feel like it would put a fire under you, right? Community card. Yes, it would definitely put a fire under you. Like, oh my gosh, let me, because you got to make sure that you ain't go, you or your family won't be on the street. So I feel like it's definitely will put a fire under you for sure. So, okay, so that's good. I feel like these questions was really good. Thank you so much for the populars. Thank you so much. So basically, again, you guys, the topic tonight is your savings to match the season you are in, right? Your savings should match three max, but sweating bullets. Is that, oh, Leandra, you said 3 max, but sweating bullets. Listen, I know, friend, okay? Listen, we all be sweating bullets. I'd be like, listen, my kids, I'd be like, listen, I'd love to tell y'all, but we got oodles and noodles like every night. Like that's what definitely for sure. Doing Amazon Flex, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Lyft, Uber, the one where you can transport the kids. Exactly. Listen, I will be doing all of that, okay? because we want to make sure that we keep a roof over our head if something happened today or tomorrow, y'all. I feel like that hustle, that your actual, like your true, like, your hustle would have to come out. Like, you know what I mean? I would be even doing a dog boarding. Yes, I would do that too, because I did that before too, y'all. I definitely did dog walking, and I watched the dog for 3 days, y'all. Nicole, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. I watched a dog for 3 days, y'all, and made thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart me. Listen. Connection Chronicles, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. And again, you guys, sometimes, right? Welcome in, everybody. Yes. Sometimes, sometimes we will think outside the box when we really have to, right? Sometimes we get kind of so used to our 9 to 5 and different things like that. And then, we kind of get a little lax. But if something happened, we definitely will be very creative. So I will be a dog walker. I'll be a dog walker too. Instacart and everything. I will be sitting up there getting it. Ooh, listen, I've done Lyft before, Uber, it's all of that. I have done it all. Okay. So I definitely will be doing it. Connection Chronicles, welcome back and welcome back in. Okay. So again, your money strategy has to match your life season, you guys, right? So the first one I want to talk about is season of survival, right? I know some. I would even post pictures taken about our decorative, about the house. Might even watch somebody kid. Listen, I'm doing it all too. Okay, we definitely are doing it all. Listen, I know some of us was talking about survival season. Vegan lover, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Listen, season of survival. This is a hard season, you guys. This is a hard season. This is a season. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart, me friend. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you are doing well. This season may be a season, right? For some people that have single income. Let's say that you're recently divorced. Listen, happy hump day. Welcome in. Me on TikTok every day. Yep. Listen, Tishwan, mine will be too. Definitely for sure. Season of survival. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about different seasons that your savings should match your season. So the first season that I want to talk about is the survival season. And this is a hard one. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. This one's a hard season. And I know, some of us, again, may be experiencing this, may be a single income. Let's say that you're married, right? And let's say that your spouse or your partner, maybe somebody lost their job, maybe you lost your job, and now y'all had two incomes, and now all of a sudden it's one, right? This is season of survival. Number two, it could be job instability. Let's say that you were working at a job, and let's say they reduced your hours, or they even laid you off. Now all of a sudden we in our survival season. Or you're recently divorced. Okay. Now you are used to two incomes, and now it's just you. Okay. Now you have to start over. Now you're in a survival season. I've been in these seasons. And they're no joke. They are no joke. And I feel like, when we just were talking about like the different things about, we will Uber Eats and we're like, I have been there. I have been, I think I talk about this sometimes on my lives, but I don't, really talk about it. But I have been divorced. I was married at a young age, and I was in a season where I was used to two incomes, and then it was mine. Okay, and that shift when it becomes just you, it does something to you, right? And especially when you're a mom, and especially when you have kids, right? It's just like, okay, so now it's just me, and now I have to manage the household. So I've been in the survival season, and that season is a hard season because everything's on you. Your finances look different. You have to manage it in a way that is like, okay, I need to, or another thing too is if your business is new. This is a good one too. If you are a new business owner, like your girl, and I wouldn't necessarily say that this is a survival season as a business owner, but it's a different type of season, right? It's a different one. Same like me, yes, right? So all of my business owners, I wouldn't say necessarily that it would be such a survival season, but if you're a brand new business, okay, And I want to do some lives on just being entrepreneurship, right? You're not bringing in revenue like that. You're not bringing in the money. You're spending money, right? You're spending a lot. Advertisement, trying to get your, like, all of the things. So this season for especially new business owner is a different one. So what, I say all that to say that our savings, especially as a business owner, I would say for all the new people that are thinking about starting a new business, make sure you have some savings for the business, okay? Because I will say you ain't gonna be making money when you first start out, and you need to have some reserve. You need to have some money aside to fund the business for a while until you start bringing in revenue, right? This is another thing for like single income advertisement, trying to be visible, needing coaching, needing a website, possibly a virtual assistant. Exactly. Just what she is saying, all of the things as a business owner. Yes, exactly. All of that. And all of that stuff costs money. Okay. All that stuff costs money. But actually, for like if you're a single income, if you went from two incomes to one income, if you have a spouse or you have a partner and they lost their job or you lost your job, the savings, you should have a small emergency fund. This is when your emergency fund is important. If you are in this season, your emergency fund should be anywhere between 1,000 to 2,500. But at least, we talking at least, y'all, at least 1,000. Okay, at least. This is when you are on a tight spending plan, y'all. This is when you in survival season, you are the bare minimum. We just talked about it, right? We talking about the bare minimum, bare bone. Okay, I talk about when it comes down to your budget, an emergency fund should be built up before you even start debt. That's just me. Absolutely. So if you are in a survival season, we talk bare minimums, y'all. All of the luxuries, all of the subscriptions, all of the things, all of that get cut off right off at the top. We not even doing that. We are just doing our four walls. Okay, we are just covering. You need to make sure you're covering your rent or your mortgage. That is number one. Number two, your utilities. You need lights. You need water. Okay, you need all of the things, the electric. Okay, so your utilities. So that's number two. Number three, in survival season, food, right? Now if you in survival mode, you're not getting the brand name groceries. Okay, we getting the generic. Okay, we're getting the ones at Aldi. We're switching you're getting the bare bone stuff. Okay, you're thinking of recipes that you can cook to just fill your family up. Chicken, what is filling foods? Okay, we're not talking about any luxury stuff, y'all, snacks and all that other stuff. No, we talking about Creed, welcome in. We talking about bare bones, y'all. Okay, bare minimum: housing, food, transportation, lights, gas. Yes. Okay, so if you're in a survival season, your savings should match this. Okay, so if you are this tight, y'all, okay, make sure at least to have $1,000 in your for emergency. And if you don't, thank you so much for the finger hearts and phone. Yes, if you, at least we need to be building that up. Remember, in this season, it's stability over investing. So we're not investing. Thank you so much, Quee, for the it's Quee, right? For the oh my God. Now I literally just lost my train of thought. The Heart Me. I'm like, wait a minute, for the Heart Me. Thank you so much. So remember, in this season, y'all, we're not doing any investing. We're not doing in stock markets. We're not doing none of that, right? In a survival season, you're cutting all that. Nice to see you in that. Nice to see you as well, friend. Thank you so much for being here. When you're in a survival season, when it comes down to, and no eating out is not even in the budget. We talking about bare minimum lifestyle. Okay, we talking about bare minimum, bare bones. Eating out, that's a luxury, right? When you are in a survival season, no, eating out that's not, what are you talking about? Like, that's not even an option. That's not even an option, because again, your funds may be so limited that we have to cover the most important things. And remember, that we are talking about tonight, your savings should match your season. Remember, okay? So this is not your wealth building season. This is your stability. That we just need to be stable. We just need to make sure we have our a roof over our head, food, and our utilities, okay? Gas in our car. So again, this needs to be the small emergency fund in this season. And I want you to think about at least $1,000, y'all. At least $1,000. But this is our bare minimum lifestyle. This is our we no luxuries, no nothing, no Netflix, no Hulu, none of that. And sometimes, like I said, you guys, if you're recently divorced, if you're starting over, if you came from two incomes and now it's one income, if it's a new business, I wouldn't say so much if it's a new business, to tighten it up, but I will say in reference to tightening up your business expenses and what you're spending as a new business owner. Nika Grace, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Tighten up your expenses so you can make sure that you're bringing in revenue. Thank you so much for the popular friends. So I would say in reference to if you're a new business owner, that's what I would be focused on. Hey, friend, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. But yeah, I would say definitely, for the business, definitely making sure that that again, you were definitely trying to be saving our money until the revenue is coming in, right? So that's survival season. So remember that, you guys, your savings should match your season. Okay, so small emergency fund in the survival season. It's a small emergency fund. Thank you so much, Nika, for sharing out the live, friend. Thank you so much. So season number 2, y'all, is rebuilding. Okay, who is in the rebuilding season? Let me know. Who is in the rebuilding season? Put it in the chat if you are in a rebuilding season. Let me know. Are you rebuilding? Let me know. Some people said that they were. I don't know, TikTok. This was just glitchy, y'all. Let me know if you are rebuilding over there. Put it in the chat. Now, this season of rebuilding is when you're paying off debt, you're fixing your credit, you're recovering. Oh, what is that? Thank you, friend. The sweet flutter. Oh, that's so pretty. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. Love these gifts. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So this is the season of rebuilding. Let me know if this is resonating with some of you guys. So this season, you're paying off debt. You're fixing your credit. You're recovering from some bad financial decisions. And you're learning to budget for real this time, okay? This is the season of rebuilding, okay? So let me know if you are in this season, okay? So remember, our savings is going to match our seasons that we're in, okay? So in this season, if you're rebuilding, your savings needs to be $2,500 minimum, okay? I'm just going to say it, y'all. If you're in this season, this is the season of rebuilding, right? You're paying off the debt, okay? You're fixing your credit. You're doing all of the things. You're recovering, right? You're recovering from some past financial mistakes that you made. Savings, y'all, $2,500 minimum. I'm just going to say it. $2,500 in the rebuilding season. You can do it. We can do it. Putting extra aside, $2,500 in this rebuilding season, okay? Number one, also too, in this rebuilding season, your saving focus should be your sinking funds. I'm just going to tell y'all, the sinking funds just saved your girl, okay? I just had to pay to get a battery in my car. My car need an oil change. What else do it need, y'all? It need to be it got into an accident. Unforgettable Bakery, welcome in. I got hit like a week ago, like not a week ago, but like a few weeks ago. So it needs some body work, all of that. This is when the sinking funds come in. Tell us what sinking funds is when you know, right? So some of us might not know, and you're absolutely right. So sinking funds is when you are saving for an expense that you know is coming, right? So a sinking funds could be Christmas. We know Christmas is coming. So we put in a small amount aside for Christmas, right? $20, $50, whatever the case may be. Car maintenance should be one of your sinking funds, you guys. As a matter of fact, I have one of my one of my sinking funds wallet here tonight. I'm so glad that I have it. I'm going to show you guys the sinking funds that I have. Okay, if you guys could see it, let's see. You guys could see it. This is my sinking funds wallet. Okay. So these are the categories, and I'll read you off the categories that I have. Okay. If you guys could see, the sinking funds I have is Christmas is one, medical, right? All them copays. You know you're going to have a copay. Medical is one. Car maintenance. If y'all see it, car maintenance. Definitely making sure car maintenance is one. Okay. What else is a sinking fund? Birthdays. Birthdays. Y'all know birthdays is coming. Birthdays are coming. Okay. Let's see. Debt. This is another one. Debt. I have a sinking funds for debt. Which I don't know why I added that one in there, but you can put it in there, right? Okay. And then this another sinking funds is for my son's school. So this says aid in school. Okay. So this is my little sinking funds wallet. Okay. We all need to make sure that we have sinking funds. So if you are in the rebuilding season, you need to make sure that you have sinking funds as well. I need to start being consistent with my sinking funds. Listen, I will say that, and again, you guys, it doesn't have to be a large amount. It can be a small amount, but socking something away, especially y'all, if you don't do anything, you don't have to have a ton of things for sinking funds, but 2 ones that I would honestly say, or even 3 that I would say like everyone should have. Christmas is number 1. Make sure we putting some money aside for Christmas. That's hands down. I mean, if you celebrate it, right? Hands down, most people are spending a lot of money on Christmas. Make sure you have it. Number 2, car maintenance. Listen, something is going to go wrong with your car. I'm telling you. Tires, registration, oil change, batteries, okay? The battery I just paid for my car was $250. And then, you got to pay for, to get it, the labor and all that stuff. So that was like $300, okay? I got to get an oil change. Listen, these are things that the maintenance on a car. Car maintenance should be like one of the top categories. Then birthdays. I don't know about y'all, but do you ever remember a season where birthdays used to throw me off? When I'd be like, oh, whose birthday is it? Oh, I don't have, like, you be thinking, I don't have no more room in the budget. Birthdays. Okay. So I would honestly say 4, what's that? 1, 2, 3. Oh, and another one too, which this is a good one too, medical. You ever go to the doctors and they say, oh, you got a $20 copay, you got a $30 copay. And you only got $20 in your account. You still got to get something for your kids to eat tonight. And your copay is $30 when you go to the doctors. Yeah. Get a sinking fund for your medical. Not only the doctors, when you go to the dentist. You ever go to the dentist and they like, oh, okay, so your portion of the amount is you have to pay $50. Okay? Go to the dentist. Different things. Let's say that, especially during this season, a lot of times you may be going to the urgent care, or you may be going to, the hospital. They want their copay. Or now, I've been in healthcare billing. We can bill you. I will say that. We definitely can bill you. But again, if we have a sinking funds, just pay it. Just pay it $20 or $30, depending on your insurance plan. So I will say that those things, especially as a mom, I remember taking my kids to the doctors and I'm just like, dang, I got a copay for him. I got a copay for that. And I used to just be like, man, it's always something. Always something. So these sinking funds will definitely help. So remember, you guys, rebuilding. That's the rebuilding season that we are in. Thank you so much for liking out the live, Pauletta. Welcome in, right? So if you in the rebuilding season, your savings focus and your emergency fund should be $2,500 minimum. Okay. Remember, we in the rebuilding seasons. So we're paying off the debt. We are fixing our credit. We are doing the things. Okay. We're having the sinking funds. We're having the debt payoff plan. We're building the discipline. Okay. And remember, grace in this season is more important than perfection, right? So remember, if you are in the rebuilding season, remember that grace in this season is more important than perfection. Okay, you guys? So, third season of growth. Okay? Does anybody here in the growth season? I ain't there yet, y'all. I will say now, I'm there now looking at these categories. Your girl ain't in the growth season yet. I'm in the rebuilding. I realized that I said earlier that I was in the growth one, but I'm not here yet. Because I'm here, I'm gonna tell you why. So put it in the chat if you are in the growth season. So in this season, right? This season of growth, you're debt free or you're almost there. Your girl ain't almost debt free. So that just wipes me out of this season, y'all. In the growth season, you're debt free or you're almost there. I can't wait to be in this season, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. I can't even wait to be in this season. Let me know if anybody's in this season or of all of us in rebuilding. Because now that I say that, I'm like, I'm in rebuilding. Let me know, okay? So in this season, you're debt free or you're almost there. You're almost. You're basically there, okay? Your income has increased significantly in the growth. I'm in my growth season. Love it, friend. You said you are in your growth season. Love it, love it, love it. You said you just got here. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So this season, again, you're debt free or almost there. Your income has increased. Your income has increased. You have a stable job or stable, if you're a business owner, stable client, stable revenue coming in. This is the growth season. Your business is growing. Okay. You have stability at your job. This is a good season. Not here yet. Your girl's in rebuilding. Okay. But kudos to all the people that are in the growth season. So remember, your savings should match your season that you're in. So if you're in the growth season, y'all, okay, you need 6 months of emergency fund. Yep. In the growth season. 6 months, you guys. Okay. I would have almost been there, but my husband had another get more debt plan. Oh, Rose, I know. You about to be there, friend. Deshaun, I ain't about to be there, friend. Okay. We just gonna lay it out there. I got a couple years. Okay. Years. Okay. I'm just saying. But in Rose, I know that's hard. That's hard, especially when it comes down to relationships and when one person may be maybe on board with the finances and then the other person may not. So that definitely is a hard season. It's a hard season for sure. For sure, for sure. But the growth one, y'all, again, this is those years going to go by fast. Watch. I know, well, hopefully. But to me, I'm just like, Lord help me. But again, the biggest thing for this season is you're debt free or you're almost there. Your income has increased. Your business is growing and you have job stability. So in this season, you guys remember 6 months of emergency fund. Yep. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6. 6 months of emergency fund. This is also when you have the 6 months of emergency fund, you're maxing out your retirement. You are maxing out your 401k. Listen, you are investing the max that you can give, depending on your income. You are investing. You making sure that you have a financial advisor. You are learning investing, learning in the stock market. This is the season where, listen, we almost debt free. We got our 6 month emergency fund. We are trying to max out our retirement, trying to build your portfolio, okay? Your retirement portfolio. This is the season that you do it. When you are in the growth season, this is what you need to do. Maybe you're investing in some real estate, okay? These is when you are focusing on your wealth strategy, okay? Your long term. This is where savings become expansion, not protection, right? So this is not when the savings is protecting us. This is when we want to expand as much as we can. So this is the growth season. And I can't wait to get there. Okay. I'm just saying, I can't wait to get there. I love it. Yes. The growth season. Okay. We got stability. Our business is growing. We got 6 months of emergency fund. 6 months of it. Okay. We are investing. Our portfolio is growing. We are investing where, you are maybe investing in some real estate, investing in the stock market, figuring out what's your retirement goal. How much do you want to have when you retire? What's the age of retirement for you? How long do you want to work? These are the things in this season that we are building, making sure you're maxing out your 401k, making sure maybe you want to get a Roth IRA, maybe you want to get so many things that we're doing in this growth season. Okay, so kudos to anybody that's in this season. Kudos to y'all. We in a rebuilding though. We coming. I'm coming for this season for sure. I'm coming for this season. I got about 20 more years until I'll retire. I think I probably got longer than that. Yeah, I definitely, your girl got definitely, but I got a plan. Absolutely, absolutely. So kudos to everyone in this growth season. Now, y'all, it's one more season, right? This season is a season of peace. Ooh, I love this. Ooh, season of peace. Okay? Listen, okay? This season, who this to the people that is in there, who this to the people, I meant kudos. Oh yeah, you meant kudos to the people that's in their ability. Yes. But wait, let's just talk about the peace season for a second, right? I love this. I feel like this just, when you talk about peace, it just calms you in a way. Is it just me? That when you just talk about peace, it just calms us in a way? If you are in a season of peace, which we all should be, or we definitely should be striving to, you guys, okay? This season is when you have margin, right? That's up, Marlene. Yes. This season is when you have margin. Right? So margin is the extra money that you have after you pay all your bills and all expenses, that the extra money, that's what's called margin, right? This season, you're not living paycheck to paycheck. Okay? This season, you're intentional about your money. Your savings gives you options. Okay? Who does not want to be in that season? Who does not want to be in that season when you just have a level of peace that surpasses all understanding, you guys? Okay? You have margin. You're not stressed when it comes down to your money. You have been through these other seasons that we talked about, right? You've been through the survival, right? You've been through the rebuilding. You've been through the growth. And now you're at the season of peace. Okay? And that your savings is giving you options. You're not living check to check. You have margin. You have extra money. Okay? And, peace is the real return on your investment. Okay? When we talk about an ROI in the financial space, right? The ROI is return on your investment. Peace is the real return on your investment. And I feel like we all should strive to be in this season. And again, but remember, there were other seasons before this, y'all. Okay? So I feel like we all have to go through all of the seasons that we talked about. But this should be the goal. This should be the goal. Let's get to a season of peace where you're not stressed about your money. You don't live paycheck to paycheck. Your savings give you options to do the things that you really love. Okay? You are investing. You have your 6 months of emergency fund. You actually have time to spend time with your kids. You don't have to work 2-3 jobs. You're not sitting up there doing all of these side hustles because, number one, your business is growing. You just have a level of peace. You have a level of stability. Welcome in, E-Nurse. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. This season, we all want to get to. And this is the purpose of it, you guys. We all want to get to the season. Type in peace, you guys, in the chat. If you want to get to a season of peace when it comes down to your money, type in peace in the chat, you guys. Thank you so much for your heart, me friend. Welcome in. Welcome in. Type in peace. But remember, though, when we think about all of these seasons, there are certain things, in our characters. There are certain things that we had to go through in each of our seasons, right? And this, right? We had to. Sorry, I'm at peace. Yes. Okay, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for the populars. And again, here's the thing. I think that there's something to be said, right? Because I know a lot of times, for everybody watching, people are like, "Oh, I just want to get to the peace season." Hello, Eners, welcome in, welcome in. People may say, "Oh, you know what? I just want to get to the peace season. I don't want to go through all of the rest of them." But here's the one thing that I can say though: when you get to the peace season in reference to your money, and when you've been through the season of survival, when you've been through a season of rebuilding, when you've been through a season of growth, when you get to the season of peace, you will appreciate it so much more. You will appreciate if you had started at the season of peace, then you will take it for granted. You're not going to understand. But when you have gone through some things, when you have been in survival mode when it comes down to your money, when you have been on the rebuilding mode when it comes down to your money, when you have to rebuild, when you have to pay off the debt, and then when you've been in a season of growth, when you have a wealth plan when you come down to the season of peace, you're going to appreciate it more because you've been through some things. I think that's the same thing that we could say in life, you guys, right? When it's almost like we could put this in like a relationship, right? When you've been through that bad relationship, okay? When you've been through some things, relationship wise, okay? When you finally get a good match or a good partner, you appreciate them a little bit more because you done been through it, right? You done been through phases or partners that wasn't not necessarily a good one. Okay. So the same thing when it comes down to your money. Thank you so much, Sean, for the hand hearts. If you have been in a season and you are at peace at this point, but you've been through survival mode, you've been through rebuilding mode, you've been through growth, you are going to appreciate the peace season even more. So I want to just encourage you guys tonight, whatever season that you are in, whatever season that you are in, just know that there is, I guess I want to say, there is blessings on the other side. Thank you so much, Deshaun. Thank you so much for becoming a title gifter. There are blessings on the other side, you guys. There are other seasons that you can look forward to. That listen, if you're in a survival season right now, I know it's hard. I know it's hard. It's a bare bone. This is a tight budget. Okay. But remember, your next season is your rebuilding season. And I promise you it's going to get better. Right. I promise you it's going to get better. If you're in the rebuilding season, like your girl, okay, or in the rebuilding season, I'm like, I'm trying to pay off this debt, y'all. Okay. Bless me too. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Truly appreciate it. If you are in the rebuilding season, and I'm saying this to myself, if you're in a season where you're paying off the debt, right? You have some extra margin and you are paying off the debt. You're like, am I ever going to be debt free? Am I ever going to be debt free? Okay. Listen, I'm encouraging you and me at the same time. We're going to get there now. This season may be longer than others, and that's okay, right? But remember, our next season, y'all, okay, is our growth season. So basically, if you are in the rebuilding season, it's only up from here, okay? Once we pay off the debt, it's only up from here. Thank you so much for the confetti. Okay, so if you are in the rebuilding season when it comes down to your finances, remember the next season is growth. The next season is growth. Okay, it's only up from here. If you're in the season of growth, okay, listen, you've been through it. Okay, if you're in a season of growth, you have been through it. You've been through the survival season. You have been through the season of rebuilding. You done paid off your debts. You done did all of the things. Now you are in the growth season. Okay. This is when you have 6 months of emergency fund. This is when your savings is giving you more options. This is when we are building wealth in the growth season. Okay. This is when things are thriving for you. Right. But you done been through it. You done been through it, and now you need to appreciate. Thank you so much for the stars, friend. Thank y'all so much for the many stars. Now you're going to appreciate this growth season. You are going to thank God. Like, you know what? Thank you, God, for allowing me to get to this season, because I felt like the other seasons was going to take me out. Okay. If you felt like the other seasons was going to take you out, thank God for him giving us the ability to get to this growth season. Okay. And then once you get to the growth season, you guys, the last season is a season of peace. Okay. What peace surpasses all understanding. Okay. Listen, this is just a level of just peace that you have. Not only do you have peace with your finances, but you're able to be generous. You are able to help someone else out. Maybe you're able to help a mom that's in a survival season. Okay. Maybe you're able to help your the whole collective. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Maybe you're able to help, a person out that's in the rebuilding season. When you're in a season of peace and you have, again, done all the things. Hey, love. Hey, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. And you are at this last season. I do believe that once, good night, I'll catch you tomorrow. Oh, okay, good night. Thank you so much for being here. I do believe that there is something to be said for when we are in the season of peace and when we have a margin that, God wants us to help, one another, right? I would, help a single mom out that may be in a survival mode, that may be in a season where she like, oh my God, I can't, to help somebody else out that may be in a rebuilding, right? There are reasons why God takes us through all of these seasons. And it's not just for ourselves, but it's also to bless someone else. It's also to have a level of generosity that we are giving to give, not only if you're in this season and you're giving tithes, maybe you're giving more than your tithes. Maybe you're giving, you're giving a certain offering, right? Because God has blessed you so much in all the other seasons that, when you're in this season of peace, that you are able to be generous. And listen, this is a season that we all should strive to be. We should be all striving to be a season of peace when it comes down to our money. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm just like looking at my notes. I'm like, I love this. Like, I love this for I'm just, teaching it is like one thing, but to actually, I'm like, man, this was a good one, right? This was a good one. So if you are in a survival season, trying to invest like a growth season, and you feel overwhelmed, and if you're in a growth season, still hoarding money, like you're in survival season, you'll stay stuck. Okay. So that's why, remember what I said. Yes, a very good one. Yes, I would love some peace. And you're going to get it, Rose. I'm telling you, you're going to get it. We're going to speak that into existence. But just like we said, there are different seasons that we have to go through. Okay. Definitely. But just remember, right, that your money strategy has to match your life season. I want you to remember that your money strategy should match your life season, right? So don't beat yourself up if you're in survival mode and you just have your $1,000 emergency fund, okay? Don't beat yourself up if you are in rebuilding and you do have your 2,500 emergency fund, but majority of your money is going to debt, okay? And if you're in a season of growth and you got now we trying to build that emergency fund up to 6 months, okay? We definitely want to build that, so the emergency fund up to 6 months. And then if you are in this season of peace, then, excuse me, you guys, if you're in this season of peace, then your savings give you options. Now you got options. Now you can figure out, do I want to bless someone else out? Do I want to give to a local charity? Do I want to give more to my church? Do I want to help a family member out? Do I want to help a friend out? Remember, your season of peace gives you options. You're not living paycheck to paycheck. You have margin, you have money, you're investing. So I just want to encourage each and every one of you guys, whatever season you are in, I ask God for strength in that season, because I do believe that there are ups and downs to each season that you're in, right? Um, whatever season that you're in, ask God for strength, ask Him for wisdom, but know that there are better seasons coming, right? So if you're in the survival one, and you're surviving, because I've been there, and I was in survival season for too long, and I was like, Lord, help me. Okay, I'm done with it. So if you're in a survival season, know that the rebuilding season is coming. Remember, your time is coming. If you're in the rebuilding season, know that your growth season is coming. Promise you, your growth season is coming. Just hold on, stay consistent, stay focused. Okay, ask God for strength, because you're gonna need strength in each and every one of these seasons. You definitely are. Strength and also wisdom. Strength and also wisdom. If you're in a growth season, ask God for wisdom on how to invest your money. Ask God for wisdom on how you should be maxing out your retirement. And should you invest in real estate? Should you, what's your wealth portfolio need to look like? What's your retirement age and all that? Ask God for wisdom in your growth season. And then in your season of peace, you also need to ask God for wisdom in this season as well. Because now that you're in a season of peace, ask God to show you who you need to bless. Ask God to show you what you need to do. Do you need to bless a family member? Do you need to bless, a single mom? Do you need to bless your church? Whatever it is, ask God for discernment when it comes down to your money in all of these seasons, okay? So listen, if this live helped you guys, put some gems in the chat, y'all. Put some gems in the chat. If you love this live, if you are now going to think about your saving season, okay? When you think about the season that you're in, put some gems in the chat. If I could put gems, y'all, I will be putting gems in there, because listen, me teaching it, I'm like, oh, now I know I'm in the rebuilding season. So, but my growth season is coming. I'm so super excited about that, y'all. My growth season is coming. We're going to speak those things into existence, okay? So if you, whatever season you are in, okay, know that there's a better season coming. There's a better season coming when it comes down to your personal finances. You guys, give yourself grace. It's not always going to be like this. If you're in a tough season, if you're just going through it when it comes down to your personal finances, you are not always going to be there. I promise you. I promise you. I've been in these seasons, right? I didn't reach all of them yet, but I've been in the survival one. So know that it's not always going to be like this. Stay encouraged, you guys. Listen, if you are really trying to transform your finances in 2026, okay, and you need somebody to walk alongside you, I am a financial coach. I do one-on-ones, you guys. So if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, financial coaching, if you're considering it, you always can message me, or you could put it in a chat. But yes, it depends on the season you are in. We can walk, we'll walk through like what season you're in, what strategies. That's what I do with my clients. We work on strategies of the season that they're in, right? Because all my clients are in different seasons. Okay. So yep. Okay. So I hope this live blessed you guys. Listen, it blessed me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, listen, it blessed me, and I'm sitting there teaching it. Okay. It definitely blessed me. I hope that you guys were blessed with this live. I try to come on here and give y'all the gems, y'all. Okay. I try to come on here and give y'all the gems. And, I am aware of your time. I truly appreciate everyone for watching and, being here. And, truly appreciate it. But also just want to encourage you guys at the same time. Encourage not only you guys, but me too. Because listen, the season is like hard, all of these seasons are not easy. So just stay encouraged when it comes down to your personal finances. Know that it will get better. It definitely will get better. And you guys always know that I definitely want to close in a prayer. Lord, give us wisdom to recognize our current season, oh God. Help us stop comparing our journeys to others, Lord. Teach us to steward our money according to the life you have us living right now. Let our savings bring stability, growth, and peace, oh God. And everybody watching on the replay, everybody watching on the live, whatever season that you are in, we are asking you, oh God, for your strength and your wisdom. In Jesus' name, we pray all of these things. Amen. You talk to my soul tonight. Oh, Rose. Listen, I talked to my soul. Listen, I'm so glad that I could talk to your soul, friend. Listen, I talked to my own one, okay? I realized the season that I'm in. And listen, it's hard. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I'm asking God to give me strength to carve out more time for a live. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. 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 Ask God for strength. Listen, and I say it all the time, y'all. Listen, I'm like, I'll be tired. I'm like, oh, I want to do a live. But this is exactly why I do it, because we all are going through so many seasons, and it's hard ones. When it comes down to your money is tight. You're in survivor mode. You're in your rebuilding. I'm like, listen, every time I turn around, I got to give these student loan people my money, y'all. Okay. I don't want to give them my money. I'm so happy that you do lives. Oh, thank you, friend. Listen, and I was at one point I was like, oh, should I do the lives? I'll be needing these lives, friend. I know. Hey, the whole club. Yes. Tonight was a really good lesson. Oh man, listen, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Tonight was a really good one. Thank you so much, Special Cheese, for coming in, friend. Tonight was a good one for me. Like, I feel like I'm a little bit like me feeling like, you know what, I need to be encouraged in the rebuilding season. So I feel like, you guys, when I'm teaching, thank you so much for the finger heart. When I'm teaching it to you guys, or I'm, talking about in my life, I'm also blessed with it too. So I'm like, Dad, tonight was a good one. It definitely was a good one, because these seasons are hard. Some seasons are harder than others, right? And especially for the survival season, and especially for the rebuilding ones. This is a hard season. It really is. And you just, you get tired of paying off the debt. You get tired of, paying all your money to creditors and a credit card people. You get tired of living paycheck to paycheck. You don't have no money. You can't spend. You get tired of all that. And then you just impulse buy and be like, you know what? You just be like, F it. I'm just going to spend. Okay. But when we think about those moments where we are like, you know what? Forget it. I don't care. Think about the season that you're about to walk into. Think about it. Say, you know what, God, I'm pissed at this season. How long you got me in a survival season, God? Okay. Because I know I was like, listen, Lord, how long you got me in the season? I feel like even for the rebuilding, Lord, how long do I have to be in the rebuilding season? How long? But I honestly think about, being in a rebuilding season, I'm definitely going to appreciate the growth one that's coming. Because it's coming, y'all. It's coming. What is your advice for people who are in their survival season and they feel lost? My advice is and this is my mantra, y'all, right? And y'all gonna see it, and I'm gonna show you guys, right? Because my birthday's coming up, and this will be my advice. Rise and welcome in. Giving up is not an option. That's my advice to the mom, to the person that is in a survival season. Giving up is not an option. Ask God for strength and his grace and his mercy. Listen, survival season is a very hard one. And sometimes you can't see your way out of it. You may be in a season where you're like, you know what? I've been making a certain amount of money, and I'm just living paycheck to paycheck, and I'm just never going to get ahead Another thing that I would say to that person in a survival season is we speak life and death through our tongue. I know right now it may seem like you ain't never going to get out this season. I have been there, but I promise you, if you don't give up, if you be consistent, if you get on your hands and knees in prayer and ask God to help you through this season, because I'm telling y'all, when I was in a survival season, I'm like, Lord, please help me. Okay. Please help your girl. Help, Lord. Okay. Listen, and especially being a single mom, especially doing it my own, getting 2 to 3 jobs, trying to juggle all of the things, you guys. But I'm telling you, it was nothing but the grace of God. Yes, God is the source. Yes, He is. It was nothing but His grace and His mercy that got me out of survival season. And if somebody is on here watching, I promise you, if you hold on just a little longer, I promise you that God has your rebuilding season coming. I promise you. I promise you. Okay. Giving up is not an option. Make sure you stay connected to the body of Christ, of people that is going to speak life into you when you can't see it. When you're like, you know what, I just can't see my way out of this season. Make sure you stay around like-minded community people that will pray with you, that will walk you through the tough seasons. Because I will say, in my survival season, you guys, when I was going through my divorce, when I was going through all of the things, my church that I was a member of at the time was like everything. Okay. I was going to Bible study. I was having a meeting with my pastor, and I was, I was doing counseling, all of that. It helped me in that season. It helped me mentally, financially, like all of the things, you guys. And I would say that to somebody in survival season right now. If you are not connected to a church or body of Christ, make sure that you are. Make sure that you get around like-minded people that's going to pray with you, that's going to speak life into you, that's going to help you during this season, because it's hard. If you're in survival season, get yourself a money coach. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, here's the thing. I would say definitely get yourself a money coach if you were in survival season, but I would say it depends. Because if you really are truly in survival season, then the money coach shouldn't really come into your rebuilding, because you ain't gonna have enough money to pay the coach. Get yourself around people that will support you. Keep yourself around people that want to see you succeed. Yes. I would say the money coach should come in the rebuilding season. That's what I would say. Your financial coach, if you're in survival season, you can't afford a money coach. You can't afford a financial coach. But in your rebuilding season, you can afford it. In your rebuilding season, you can afford it. And honestly, that would be the season that is really, really going to maximize your rebuilding season, because your financial coach is going to teach you strategies when it comes down to your debt, right? Teach you strategies about your budget, teach you strategies about you saving. That's what the financial coach is going to do. So if you're in a rebuilding season and you feel a little lost, and you're like, okay, what should I pay and all that, that's when I would say the financial coach will come in. You can't afford a financial coach if you're in a survival season. So that's what I would say. Great word. You welcome. Listen, I truly appreciate, I'm like, listen, y'all, listen, it helps y'all, but it helps me too, y'all. It helps me too. And again, I think that, I always, before I come on my lives, I always say, God, speak through me. Like, not less of me and more of you, right? Whatever you need me to say, some people needed to hear this, whatever you need me to say, oh God, that, you are speaking through me, and I'm just a vessel, right? I'm just a vessel, you guys. So again, I hope that this live blessed you. It blessed me, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It blessed your girl. I was like, oh, because now I know what season I'm in, right? But I know what season is coming. Yes. So I know what season. So stay encouraged. I know it's hard. You guys. Stay encouraged, okay? Whatever season that you're in, make sure, again, invite God into your finances, okay? Invite God into it, whatever season you're in. Make sure that you take some time to pray, and just allow God to give you wisdom when it comes down to it, you guys. Truly appreciate y'all. Truly appreciate it. So thank you so much for being here. Listen, y'all, I will be on here. What's today? Wednesday, Friday, debt-free Fridays, y'all. Y'all know debt-free Fridays, all of the things. Leandra, don't just get any money coach, get Janine. Yes, Leandra, I love that. Yes, love that. She's one of my clients as well, y'all. Y'all see it in the chat. She said, don't just get anybody coach. Get your need. Yes, listen. If you've been thinking about a financial coach, y'all, okay, your girl definitely is still taking some one-on-ones. But I love when my clients come on here and they say that they have been blessed, and and it truly warms my heart. You guys, personal finances is my thing, okay? But not only just about personal finances, but walking through different seasons that you're in. I've been there, right? So to have a financial coach that can walk with you through the seasons you're in, encourage you, maybe give you ideas you never thought about. Okay, maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that. That's the whole purpose of it. Because as a coach, we're trying to get you to point A to point B, like whatever that is, okay? And that's definitely why I'm passionate about it. Definitely passionate about it, and I want to help as many people as I can. So Friday, you guys, I will be on here debt-free Friday, okay? We're gonna talk about all the things debt, okay? We're going to praises, okay? Did you pay anything to your credit card? Did you pay off some debt? I'm trying to think, y'all. Like, I have this credit card I'm trying to pay off. I don't know if I don't know if I'm making a payment by Friday, but because I was about to say maybe I could celebrate, making a payment on this credit card. Okay. But I don't know if I'm paying by Friday. But anyway, we definitely want to celebrate all of the things when it comes down to debt. Okay. Because as we know, y'all, debt robs us of so many things. Okay. It robs you of your time, it robs you of your peace, your energy, all of the things. Okay. So if you are paying off debt, and maybe you put an extra payment to your debt or your credit cards, your personal loans, whatever it is, we want to celebrate you on Friday. Okay. I definitely want to celebrate you on Friday. I know it's a little witchy. We want to celebrate you on Friday. So make sure you come back and check your girl out on Debt Free Friday, you guys. Okay. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all of the social media platform, on the Book of Faces, on TikTok and the YT. So truly appreciate all of you guys for being here. I hope that this live blessed you. I hope it encouraged you like it encouraged me, right? And again, stay encouraged. Know that, there are better days ahead, whatever season that you are in. I love you guys, and I want you to remember, budget with faith and prosper with grace. I love you guys. Stay encouraged, and I will see you guys on Friday. Have a great night. Peace.